You sit down to work on something important. A proposal, a strategy, a report that actually requires thinking. But the room is quiet, and you don't like silence. So you press play on the podcast you've been hooked on for the last few weeks. You tell yourself it helps you focus. 10 minutes later, you've paused it twice, rewound it once, and reread the same paragraph 3 times. You feel busy, but something feels slower than it should. Why aren't you making real progress on your report? Let's stop for a moment. This is Brainy, and today we are investigating multitasking. Let's look at what's actually happening. You think you're doing 2 things at once. You're not. Your brain cannot deeply process 2 streams of language at the same time. When you write, it is generating structure, choosing words, organizing thought. When you listen, it is decoding language, tracking meaning, holding ideas. Both use the same system, working memory, and that system has limits. So what actually happens when you attempt multitasking? Your brain shifts between tasks. You write a sentence. You catch a point from the podcast. You return to writing. And your train of thought is slightly weaker than before. Each switch forces your brain to reload context. Where was I? What was I building? What did I just hear? The time lost might be small, but the interruption is real. And the deeper cost is something called attention residue. When you leave one task, part of your focus stays there. You may be looking at your report, but a portion of your mind is still replaying what you heard on the podcast. You are physically present, but you're not fully committed. You're split, and split attention creates shallow work. Now go deeper. Why do you feel drained after a day like this? Because every switch requires reorientation. A new goal, a new rule, a new mental frame. That constant recalculation keeps your system slightly stressed. You think you're tired from working hard, but you're just tired from fragmenting your focus. Multitasking feels productive because there's motion. Words are playing. Tabs are open. Things are happening. But movement is not depth. And depth is where quality leaves. Think about your best work. It likely did not happen while you were juggling tasks. It happened when one task held your full attention. That's not discipline magic. That's how your brain functions most efficiently. It performs best when it locks onto one cognitive target at a time. The hidden cost of multitasking is not just lost minutes. It is diluted thinking, diluted clarity, diluted results. If you want better output, stop feeding your brain multiple streams at once. Choose one, silence the rest, and notice what changes. Your brain cannot multitask, but it can go deep, and depth is where real progress happens. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.